call into question today. I think this demand for brute wiring or physical attachment is in some way unprincipled. It reflects what you might think of as the tyranny of the implant, the idea that it's only if you actually get something stuck to you or stuck in you that it's going to really be able to turn you into some sort of cyborgy creature. Okay, so that's... this is the alternative, I think. The idea is that it's a synergy that counts, not whether the synergy is a synergy created by actually sticking or wiring something to you, or a synergy created using other kinds of connection. For example, the connections that we can already form with stuff around us by means of our physical senses, like sight and hearing. You know, information travels across those bandwidths just as well as it travels across wires, etc. So a nice old example of cyborgization there, I think, but one that we're so used to that we barely notice it. I also want to have to say at this point that I don't think that anything I'm going to say today is new. It seems to me that the kind of ideas that I'm going to can be found one way or another in Dennett, Vygotsky, Varela, Thompson, Roche, Brunner, Norman, Heidegger, Gibson, Merleau-Ponty, Bateson. You have to take bits of them and sort of mush them together in a slightly different way. But I think that that's what comes out of it. There are probably more, so if there are more that I should be adding to this list, do tell me, because I want this list to grow. It's been growing, you know, like it started off with a list of about 6 or 7. Okay. So that's where we are. That's the end of the preamble. The structure of this is that basically I'm going to start off in the obvious place, I think, augmenting the body, see what we can do there. Then look at extending the senses, some work that I've actually been involved in over the last few years here in a sensory augmentation project. Then look at enhancing the mind, which is perhaps the most contentious of them. And then at the end say something about why I think it matters. So that's the plan. Okay, so augmenting the body. This is Oscar Pretorius, sometimes known as Blade Runner. We'll come to him at the end of this.
He ain't got no feet.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's easy to miss that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so this is Dan Dennett, and Dan says, I am the sum total of the parts that I control directly. This seems to be a pretty good place to start. We can ask, what does it mean to control something directly? This is where one of the people off of that list, I think, can come in, Heidegger. So Heidegger introduced a notion that is sometimes referred to as transparent equipment now. This is somebody with a decent sort of washing up job to deal with, obviously. Normally, when you're out there doing the washing up, you don't feel as if you're using your hands as an instrument to do it. You don't think, you don't sort of try to control your hand in order that your hand do the washing up. Instead, you just